Hello and welcome to Sparkbomb Karaoke Night, Episode 2. We are at it again. And let me pull up my script. Also, enjoy this beautiful tie, which, We're gonna mess with the camera for just a second here and see if I can find a way to... I don't see a way to mess with it, so we're stuck with what we got, guys. We're stuck with what we got. But this is the nice, sexy, high definition. Hello to everyone in chat. I wish I had more time to say hello to each and every one of you tonight. But we are going to dive right into it. So this event is called Sparkbomb Karaoke Night. Sparkbomb because it is hosted by me, hosted by extension by the Sparkbomb community, and it represents what I want my community, what I want Twitch to be. I want all of us to have our moment in the spotlight. I want all of us to have our moment to be able to get recognized and get seen and get heard. And I want, beyond just like my own success, I want the success of everyone else on this platform. I want all of you to, instead of just being people in an audience, to come together and to get to know each other, right? That is the big push for tonight, is that I can host a great event here on my own, but it is up to you lovely people who performed, who are in chat, who stumble across this, to reach out to the performers yourself and say, hey, I love that song. It was really good. And see where things go from there. As you're browsing the internet, seeing those countless doors on either side, many websites, many channels on Twitch, you arrive at a particular gate, and as the gate opens, you see a large and imposing mansion with the Sparkbomb logo as a stained glass window on the front. You are greeted by a rather disheveled looking robot who in a monotone voice says, "Welcome, please come this way." Sparkbot leads you along the path where there's a nicely manicured lawn, beautiful flowers, gorgeous trees with fruit that you wonder if you could take yourself. You enter in through the grand double doors of this mansion, enter a spacious parlor with a beautiful dais on the floor and beautiful lighting. Sparkbot leads you along to the left, takes you underneath the second-story balcony. And he leads you into what could be described as a small cafe or bar-like setting. A few patrons sit here and there scattered about, enjoying a final meal or a final drink before tonight's performance. You're led in the full circle around to a staircase where you ascend up into what is normally a beautiful ballroom. But tonight, much of the ballroom is closed off by curtains. There is comfortable seating here for at least 40 chairs, couches, stools, standing area, and of course, the stage. Now, to make tonight even better, what I need to ask from all of you is I want you to pick one emote that represents you individually. My emote, of course, is going to be my tier 3 emote, is going to be Nebros' tier 3 emote, the Rift Eyes. Nebros' emote will probably be me, the Neb Eyes. You know what I'm trying to... Those of you who follow me know what to say. I just posted my emote in chat. During the performances, emotes will fly up on the screen as you post them in chat. Just one per message. So if you need to spam to get right through the message, you can go ahead and do a, like for example, space, the emote space A, space B, space C. One emote per message will fly up on the screen. You'll see that with our first performer, of course, as you do it. When that performer is watching their performance on this stream, I want them to know each and every emote they see is a different person, and it represents you. If you're a streamer with a tier 3 emote, I recommend you use that. If you're not, pick your favorite emote out of the rest, lay claim to one, and please stick with that. Now, of course, tonight is going to be an all-new group of performers. With one exception, there will be a bonus performance by a previous performer from episode 1. Stick around to the very end to find out who. And also, of course, I assume that you are all here to support your favorite streamer as they do their performance. Please stick around and watch the others. Please enjoy. Please have a wonderful evening. And without further ado, let us introduce our first performer. Our first performer is I need to also shout out people. Our first performer is I am error 0320. Sorry, I'm bouncing around my notes and windows here. He is a pre-affiliate who is still looking for the viewers to be added RASP. Thank you for those 50 bits. Keep in mind that the cheers and subs will not appear during performances. It will only appear during the in-between times, just for your information. Error is a variety streamer who plays retro games he grew up with because he is excited to show them to a new generation. He leans towards RPGs, leans away from the FPS genre, and he loves character, story, and challenge above all else. He also enjoys doing long plays of games back-to-back, such as his recent playthrough of the Streets of Rage series. Without further ado, as I remember that I need to pull up performances on my end as well, he will be singing the song Ms. Jackson by Outkast. And emotes will appear now, as you are able to see. Choose your emote, be ready to spam it on the screen, and let's give it up for I am error 0320.
Yeah, this one right here goes out to all the babies, mamas. Baby mamas. Yeah, go like this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. My baby drama, mama don't like me. She be doing things like having the boys come from the neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of American pie and take her bite out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out. I let her know that the grandchild is a baby. Another paycheck, private school, daycare, the medical bills I pay that. I love your mom and everything. See, I ain't the only one who laid down, but she wanna grip you up and start a custody while my lawyer stay down. You never got a chance to hear my side of the story. We was divided. She had fish fries in the cookhouse for my child's birthday. I ain't invited, despite it. I show her the utmost respect when I fall through. All you do is defend that lady when I call you. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. Me and your daughter got this thing going on. You say it's puppy love, we say it's full grown. Hope that we feel this way forever. You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. 10 times out of 9, now if I'm lying, fine. The quickest muzzle, throw it on my mouth and I'll decline. King meets queen, then the puppy love thing. Together dream about the crib with that good yeah swing. On the oak tree, I hope we feel like this forever. Forever never seemed that long until you're grown. And notice that the day-by-day ruler can be too long. Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could become a magician to abracadabra all the sadder thoughts of me, thoughts of she, thoughts of he. Asking what happened to the feeling that hurting me had. I pray so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. Look at the way he treat me, man. Look at the way you treat me. See a little nosy ass homegirl's gonna get your ass set up the creek G. Without a pat on either left or straight, I wanna ride this thing on now. Now you and the girls ain't speaking no more, cause it's all in our mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Jealousy, infidelity, envy, cheating, the beating, envy to the G, can that be the same thing? So who you placing the blame on? You going singing that same song, let bygones be bygones. You can go get the hell on you and your mama. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Let's give it up one more time for I am error 0320. Spam those emotes in there as applause. I see the audience filling in. It is good to have all of you here. This is our format. You guys get the idea. If there's anybody who should be in our audience who is not here yet, please grab them, please drag them in, and remind them that this is their chance to discover new and awesome people doing awesome things that they never expected. Speaking of, our next performer. Yes, Nebros, thank you to my mods for, of course, shouting people out repeatedly and helping me to cover all of the many things we have going on. Our next performer is CWL Universe. Now, specifically, the streamer's name is Kirby, and he advertised to his community to see something he has never done before. What he is about is one of the most exciting and random and magical things I think Twitch kind of has to offer. I didn't know the kind of thing existed. He is running a sort of fantasy wrestling league where you or me or anybody else can be represented by a character in the game WWE 2K19. And in this fictional wrestling league, the computer AI in-game will determine who wins in a wrestling match while he commentates, and while he has additional commentators with him. For those who have done different role-playing games, such as Dungeons & Dragons and stuff, you'll be right at home in this kind of a setting. Wrestling matches are arbitrated, of course, by the AI. And if you want to become a part of his league, all you have to do is reach out and join. Even if you don't own the game, there are people in the community who are willing to help you get your character set up. I personally am looking to get into it now. I am both excited and flabbergasted that such a thing exists. And Kirby will be performing the song I Am Still Standing by Elton John. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up here. Let us give it up for CWL Universe.
Picking up the pieces of my
still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing.
Let's give it up one more time for CWL Universe. I see everyone's getting warmed up and getting used to the format. Again, if you need to know how to bypass Twitch's spam filter, just add like a different letter after each time you post the emote or whatever else to get around it. Again, I want the performers to know each and every one of those different emotes is one of you at home enjoying this show. It is the closest thing we have since we do not have a live studio audience. You guys are the live studio audience, and therefore the emotes are the live studio audience. Our next performer is one half of the channel Definitive Rivals. Definitive Rivals member Ryan, and without his partner Dion, they both stream both separately and together, both practicing games together so that they can race them against each other. Earlier today, they raced Super Mario World. Ryan won, and so because Ryan won, I believe he gets to choose the next game. I forget if it's winner or loser chooses the next game they play. They then spend some time practicing the new game, and then they have race day, where you get to watch them race it live. And Definitive Rivals member Ryan will be performing Better Off Alone by Alice DJ. Let's get that pulled up and get ready to get into it. And of course, if you know someone who is not here in the audience who should be, please let them know that this event is going on right now. We are expecting tonight's event to only go for an hour, and we want to make sure no one misses out on this good action.
to be. And if you give a damn, you better take me, baby, or leave me. Take me, baby, or leave me. A tiger in a cage can never see the sun. Or this diva needs her stage. Baby, let's have fun. You are the one I choose. Folks would kill to fill your shoes. You'll love the limelight too now, baby. So be mine and don't waste my time crying. Oh, honey bear, are you still my baby? Take me for what I am, who I was meant to be. Okay. You better take me, baby, or leave me. No way can I be what I'm not. But hey, don't you want your girl hot? Don't fight it, don't lose your head. 'Cause every night, who's in your bed? Oh. Who's in your bed? 'Cause Pookie. Look, before I leave, I love margins and discipline. I make lists in my sleep, baby. What's my sin? Never quit, I follow through. I hate mess, but I love you. What to do with my impromptu, baby? So be wise, 'cause this girl satisfies. You got a prize, so don't compromise. You're one lucky baby. A control freak. A snob yet overly attentive. A lovable droll geek. An anal retentive. That's it. The straw that breaks my back. I quit. Unless you take it back. Women, what is it about them? Can't live with them or without them. Take me for what I am, who I am meant to be. And if you give a damn, you better. Oh, take me, baby. Take me or leave me. Or leave me. Guess I'm leaving. I'm going.
Let's give it up one more time for Taylor Renee. Welcome to our new audience members who are dropping by to go back over the culture, I guess, of this stream. I ask every audience member to choose one emote and then to spam that specific emote during the performances. So that way, every performer, while they're in their performance, gets to know that each emote represents a different person. If you need to bypass Twitch's spam filter, do it by the simple pattern of adding a letter onto the end each time, as I am showing off now. And there's no worries about people dropping in and not knowing the culture yet. That's why I'm explaining it again now. Welcome, of course, to our lovely Australians who are dropping in. In fact, I believe our next performer will be an Australian. Our next performer is Dat Jack Jack. Let's get that shout out in there in chat. Let's trust my mods, which I think right now is just Nebros, to keep on including the shout outs so that we can make sure everyone is seen. So, Dat Jack Jack, my personal opinion is this is someone who keeps it real and talks about just kind of what's going on day to day. And that's the kind of thing that very much endears me to streamers, is there's not a whole lot of separation here between what you see is what you get, I kind of feel like. He is an IRL streamer, which means that his preference is to stream stuff that is actually going on in real life. Showing off the beautiful country of Australia, the area where he lives in. Showing off things like fishing, bike riding, skirmish games, all that good stuff that so many of us are not getting enough of right now. He also, of course, likes to stream a little bit of Nintendo stuff, because who doesn't? And he likes to cook on stream too. His performance will be I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Let's go ahead while I pull up my... Ooh, there we go. Let us give it up for Dat Jack Jack.
Yeah. You are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. But we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when I say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. And your one desire. Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah. No matter the distance, I want you to know that deep inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are. Here we go. Ready? Don't wanna hear you say yeah. Alrighty. So this is so bad. Never wanna tell you that you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way. Love you, Shattered Ripped. Have a good one, my friend. Have a good one.
Let's give it up one more time for Dat Jack Jack. Chat, I love those of you who are spamming those emotes, who are keeping it up, who are being the ones delivering and making tonight what it is worth. If you are not spamming emotes, what are you doing with your life? That's why we're here on Twitch, right? All right. Our next performer is from Sweden. Nudge is a variety streamer. Let me get this shout out going on in chat for, ooh, I'm capitalizing things on accident. Let me get this shout out in chat first. Nudge is a variety streamer from Sweden. She usually streams from 6 p.m. Swedish time, and every Sunday is Sidekick Sunday. And my community will recognize the name Stratus Nova, who streams with her during Sidekick Sunday. Her variety is just kind of a little bit of all over the place of whatever she wants to play at the time. And the most important thing, of course, are her cats, Sid and Stella. Stella, of course, will be guest starring in this video. And Nudge will be singing IDGAF by Dua Lipa. Let's give it up for Nudge.
You call me all friendly, telling me how much you miss me. That's funny, I guess you heard my songs. Well, too busy for your business. What's to listen? Cause if you think I was born yesterday, you have got me wrong. So I cut you off, I don't need your love. Cause I already cried enough, I've been done, I've been moving on. Since we said goodbye, I cut you off, I don't need your love. So you can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. Cause if you think I care about you now, well boy, I don't give a fuck. I remember that weekend when my best friend caught you creeping. You blamed it all on the alcohol. So I made my decision, cause you made your bed, sleep in it. Play the victim and switch your position. I'm through, I'm done. So I cut you off, I don't need your love. Cause I already cried enough, I've been done, I've been moving on. Since we said goodbye, I cut you off, I don't need your love. So you can cry all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. Cause if you think I care about you now, well boy, I don't give a fuck. I see you trying to get to me, I see you begging on your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. So stop trying to get to me. Shh, get up on your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck about you. No, I don't give a damn. You keep reminiscing on when you were my man, but I'm over you. Now you're all in the past. You talk all that sweet talk, but I ain't coming back. Cut you off, so I need your love. So you can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. Cause if you think I care about you now, well boy, I don't give a fuck. I see you trying to get to me, I see you begging on your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. So stop trying to get to me. Shh, get up off your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck.
Let's give it up one more time for Nudge. As always, thanks to all of you who are spamming those emotes in chat, helping to remind these streamers they feel loved. Tonight is all about discovering new streamers, finding new people to raid perhaps, finding new people to watch, finding new people whose content you are going to enjoy. Our next performer. is doing something that we haven't actually seen on this before. Our next performer is Maquinita. I know Bueno Bueno is in the audience to tell me if I am mispronouncing that, because my Spanish is about as good as my game playing ability. Now, Maquinita is a pre-affiliate still looking for followers, so if you are feeling generous, please drop a follow at that shout-out link. Good enough. Good enough means I am not pronouncing it right at all, but we're going to go with it then. Okay. Maquinita streams retro games like Donkey Kong Country and Mega Man, something I personally always have to shout out and give love to. And he is trying to learn some speedrun strats to begin speedrunning. He enjoys party games as well, such as Mario Party, Jackbox, and other such. And he has a band that he plays the drums for. And so his performance is going to be both singing and drums to War Pigs by Black Sabbath. And hopefully our audio is going to work right on this. The file got sent over, and we're going to... If anything goes wrong right now, it's because we have a file instead of a Twitch Sings. But we're gonna pull this up, and it is hopefully going to work. Let's get up for Maquinita.
Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Hold on, yeah. darkness, world stops turning. Ash is where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On their knees, the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Let's give it up one more time for Makanita. I love seeing all the creative ways that you guys are finding to bring like your own personalities into these shows, into these performances, into this production. I never expected us to have a night where people in the audience are going to be like, yeah, I could do that on Rock Band. I got it this time. I don't even know what I said differently. But that is good to know. Our next performer is a close personal friend of mine who I have known since my sophomore year of high school. Bed in Space. First off, let's give Bed in Space some credit for stepping up and doing karaoke night. I know that for many of you, this has been a stressful experience to get in your performance, to know that you were going to be seen and loved by others. Bed just started streaming finally after me poking him repeatedly for a while now to stream. He has done some wonderful artwork over the years, including some artwork for me over the years. He is a pre-affiliate, still looking for those followers, still working on building up, still figuring out exactly what his channel is going to be about in the future. But what he told me to say officially is he is Bed, and he streams bird art. Bird digital art. Come watch Bed draw birds with relaxing bird background music. Now, personally, I want him to start drawing chibis again, but we'll get there. We will get there, I hope. If not, that'll be fine too. Bed will be performing the healing incantation from Tangled. Give it up for bed. Why is it? Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. Drop that off. Okay. This is why I ask all you guys to get this in through Twitch Syncs. I'm still figuring out how to do stuff. Here we go. Give it up for Bed in Space.
Flower, gleam, and glow. Let your power shine. Make the clock reverse. Bring back what once was mine. Heal what has been hurt. Change the fate's design. Save what has been lost. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine.
Let's give it up one more time for Bed in Space. I didn't do a shout out for Bed, did I? Let's get that shout out in there. Oh, my mods are already on it. Thank you, lovely mods, for remembering to do the things that I forget to do. Where would I be without you? All right. Our next performer is Retro Rocha. He is a comedian who suffers through retro games. I stumbled across this lovely human being in a random raid and was pleasantly surprised to enjoy some quotes from Transformers, the movie. He has a podcast called The Ramble. He also has, my notes are not here complete, give me a brief moment to pull up the ones that I am missing. He also has a YouTube channel where every Thursday he does a John Oliver type segment on retro and modern games. He also has 3 stand-up albums on iTunes, on Spotify, on the places where you are able to find those lovely things. Let me make sure here that I am properly including the shout out so that you can check him out here on Twitch. Again, that is Retro Rocha, and he will be performing Careless Whisper by George Michael. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up so that we can give a round of emotes, a round of applause, a round of whatever it is we do here for Retro Rocha.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen and all its sad goodbyes. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been again. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend. To the heart and mind, ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. know you're not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I have been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Never without your love. Tonight the music, oh shit, it's too soon. Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance forever. But now, who's gonna dance with me? Please stay, and I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I have been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Oh. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, now that you, what was it I did so wrong, that you had to leave me alone?
Let's give it up one more time for Retro Rocha. I hope you're also having a wonderful time enjoying all these wonderful performances, all the creativity by our performers. I certainly am. Our next performer is Emmy Kong, who her tagline, her hashtag is keeping DK, Donkey Kong, relevant since '94. To say that she is obsessed with the Donkey Kong series may be an understatement. She is a variety streamer with a preference for action platforming, as one might expect from that, a completionist, and she is planning for the month of October to be doing horror puzzle platformers. And also she is currently streaming the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. And she has to insist that she is very good at BioShock despite her performance at other games. Emmy Kong will be singing Dragula by Rob Zombie. Let's give it up for Emmy Kong. Oop, I have just enough people on here I have to retype in their names, don't I? And I need to do that shout out, don't I? Let's get that shout out in here.
Oh, there's art, superstition, fear, and jealousy. Yo, my avatar is going hard right there. Then I am the one exterminated son, slipping through the chain, strangling the brief. Then I am the sky, watching angels cry while they slowly die.
and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Jedi am the pulse spreading from the full weekend. What you need, nowhere rise your blood. Jedi am the rat piece aboard the cat tenderest of her dying as you purr. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Jedi am the light dig into the skin. Knuckle crack the bone 21 to win. Jedi am the dark hound of hell. You cry devil on your back that it never died. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Oh yeah, do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it, baby. Burn like an animal. Huh? What? Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar. Monster Mash on repeat. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Jaguar.
Let's give it up one more time for Emmy Kong. As always, I am loving all the effort into these performances. I'm loving that we have such a variety from people going for outfits, for people playing with toys, to people playing on the drums, to all the crazy stuff that we have seen tonight. Our next performer is Frasley S. Let's go ahead and get the shout out in the chat before I forget. Frasley S. loves World of Warcraft, does variety streams on Monday, Saturdays plays either WoW or Fall Guys, and hosts a stream that is meant to be positive and inclusive. So if that is what you are looking for, please check out Frasley S. And also, of course, if you enjoy Frasley S, you check out the Frazzlecast. Frasley S will be singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. Let's give it up for them as we load up our next performance from Frasley S.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day when the heat of a rolling wind can be turned away. An enchanted moment and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors when the heart of this star-crossed voyager beats in time with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. I was not Elton John, but I think I did sort of justice.
Let's give it up one more time for Fraz the S. Do we have another shout out for my mods there who are keeping track of these things? Again, remember, if you did not get a chance to catch the shout outs in the chat, go ahead and rewatch the VOD later to catch all of these lovely people on their own streams. Our next performer is Godlike Goose. And there are many positive things to say about Godlike Goose. This is another Australian streamer who was here in our audience earlier, but is at work, I believe it was. He is a variety streamer and enjoys voice acting. He is working to become a part-time / full-time streamer, provided work permits and provided stream picks up enough. Streams all days of the week at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern, I believe it's Australian Eastern time, whatever time it is on the Gold Coast of Queensland. Monday through Thursday currently, but of course work can cause that to vary a bit. He plays a bunch of different games. There's not a particular style that he focuses on, but he enjoys game critique of all genres. Naturally, as a voice actor should, he has a huge passion for video games, media, all of the above. And while he's not a professional voice actor, he certainly enjoys doing it, and loves goofing around with made-up stories. And of course, if you want to check out the Facebook page, we're going to include a special mention of the Facebook page. We're going to include that there in chat for those who want to check it out on there. And once he hits 1,000 followers on his I believe it's on his Facebook page, he plans to have some sort of a celebration to enjoy all of that. Let's give it up for Godlike Goose, who will be singing Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. Oop, that's the Facebook link, not. I misspelled it. Did I not misspell it? Stand by. Stand by. I'm on songs. That's why we're having a problem. I believe it's this one. He did a few takes, as you can see. I believe it was this one right here.
Thank you to Shattered Rift for including me here tonight. Here we go. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
second stage is cut. We're now in orbit, stabilizers up. Running perfect, starting to collect. Requested data with limited effect. When all is done, things Major Tom. Back at the control, there is a problem. Go to Rocket 4, not responding. Hello, Major Tom. Are you receiving? Turn the thrusters on. We're standing by. There will reply. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling, calling, oh. Across the stratosphere, a final message, give my wife my love, then nothing more. With the ship, the world is mourning, they don't realize it's alive. No one understands, but Major Tom sees all other commands. This is my home, I'm coming home. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling, cold. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling, cold. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling, calling, Thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated.
Give it up one last time for Bueno Bueno. Okay. I included Bueno Bueno's performance the second time for the second karaoke night because it's a reminder of the joy that all of us feel when we finally hit affiliate, and I think that it 100% showed through in his performance. Bueno Bueno, thank you for that, and thank you for letting me use that and showing it off to really share a part of what this karaoke night show is about. I want to include a variety of performers on this show. I want to include people from all walks of life, from all countries, from wherever we can, where they speak English, because adding in people who don't speak English just makes it a little bit trickier for our audience to connect and stuff. Unfortunately, unless there's more multilingual in the people. Unless there are more multilingual people in the audience than I am aware of. But with that in mind, what I want to do is I want to promote you, the viewer. And I need help finding people for our next performance. Cypress, now is the wrong time to be redeeming different redemptions. I will worry about that in a bit. Tonight can be a great night where we just all came and hung out together, or it can be one where you go and you reach out to 3 of the performers from tonight. Drop by their stream, say, hey, I love that song. I loved your performance. I really loved your toys or your drums or something else about their performance. And also, if you know somebody who should be on our next karaoke night is going to be on October 10th, Saturday, October 10th. it is exhausting for me alone trying to find, to reach out to, and to coordinate all this with people. And so any degree to which you can help me find and discover streamers who would be a good part of this, who will help bring who will have their audiences come and support them, who will help grow this discovery process platform thing that we are creating together, that would be wonderful and joyful. I still plan to reach out to plenty more streamers. There were some who unfortunately could not make it in tonight's episode, and I want to include them. I want to include all of you. I do not care who you are. I just care that you have a camera, that you have a face, and maybe you have a special talent that you're going to include in your performance to cover up the fact that maybe your voice sounds as bad as mine does. I don't know, but I want more of that in the future. Once again, that episode 3 will be on Saturday, October 10th. And depending on how episode 3 goes, we're going to find out what the future of this program will be. Twitch Sings is going away at the end of the year, and I would love if there were so many performances that we were doing this once a week, every single Saturday through the rest of the year. But the only way to make that possible is to have a steady stream of streamers. If you were a performer tonight, please reach out to your own fellow streamers, the people you know, and let them know, hey, I had a great time on this show. You should join it too. Please, of course, drop back in for the next episode to show your love and support to those streamers. I'm going to actually glance at chat right now for the first time in a little while. Episode 3, Revenge of the Song. I don't know what it's going to be, but I want an entirely new group. That is my goal for this, is I want it to be new people every single time. I want to see old performers come back and share the joy, spread the love, get to discover new people. Kim, I know my voice does not sound bad, but I have to make those jokes. I have to include the humor, and a little bit of deprecating humor is good for everybody. To show off this tie really quick, this is one of my dance ties, one of my nice sparkly ties. Let's get my, have that on that side. You can see the sexiness of this Eldridge knot, of these rhinestones, of this sapphire tie. Someone pick up Nebros. She is probably passed out on the floor now from the beauty of this tie in high quality. So shiny, yes it is. So once again, any help that anyone can provide in finding new streamers, in going and talking to your favorite streamer and saying, hey, there's this show that you could be on. It only takes, as the time it takes you to record a Twitch Sings performance. There is a tutorial video here on this channel somewhere in a highlight section down below to explain how to make everything work. Obviously, I want you all on full cam. We've seen the differences of doing the everything approach, the difference with different venues. Please be on full cam for it, as it lets people see your personality to the fullest. It's not the same when you see me up close versus when you see me down in this little corner here. I know it's scarier, bigger, but that's how it goes on this show. On component, yes, only my VIPs, my mods, have access to links right now. It just blocks the. So I apologize to components, but I appreciate components. Components was present when I discovered Retro Rocha and was the one who recommended Frasley Espy on this show, and like a huge shout out to every streamer who I approached who I had never spoken to before who agreed to be a part of this. That list is very long. I'm actually going to go over the list again briefly. I'm going to possibly shout out everyone one more time actually, so that we have them all here at the end. I forget how I discovered I Am Error right now. A lot of things are a blur for me. I assume I discovered I Am Error from playing Donkey Kong Country, because that is how I personally discover a lot of people. There's also people who have been discovering and playing the recent Mario 3D All-Stars. I Am Error is still looking for those followers to help reach affiliate. I'm going to try to blaze through this very quickly. We have CWL Universe. That was the sort of fantasy wrestling league. Fantasy wrestling league sounds like the wrong way to put it, but if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and reach out. I personally I am now very curious to see what kinds of things, what other games might allow some character creation and allow more interaction with all of you lovely people in chat. It was Cities Conquest. It was Donkey Kong Country 2. Thank you, I Am Error, for still being here, for correcting me. My memory, not totally perfect. We also had Definitive Rivals, who I had discovered a while ago, and I forget precisely who it was through, but finally made that reach out. Ryan, one half of Definitive Rivals, included his performance tonight. They had a Super Mario World race earlier today. If you enjoy watching two good friends duke it out in racing and practice and stuff, it's good times. There was also Taylor Renee, just a chill, relaxed person. Personally, Bully is one of my favorite PS2 titles. It hasn't held up as well as I wish it did, but I think I discovered her originally playing Sims. She got shouted out maybe by It's Me, John B. I forget precisely if that was it. And then she just takes that good input while doing The Sims. And even though I'm not a huge fan of The Sims, it scratches that itch for me of wanting to get back in and do some interior design and enjoy a good time with that. She takes the input from her viewers and that stuff. And good stuff. Next up was Dat Jack Jack. And Dat Jack Jack is somebody who I discovered, the very first person that I remember following on Twitch as a random person who I stumbled across was Cody C. I forget Cody C's full username. Cody C was streaming at the time, has since stopped streaming, but I believe is a mod in Dat Jack Jack's channel, and that is how I found Dat Jack Jack. Reached out, Dat Jack Jack was awesome, and agreed to do a performance tonight. It's crazy to me that I could reach out to just random people who have never heard of me before, where I'm barely active in their chat at all, if at all, and they join this wonderful night tonight. So of course, I'm asking you lovely people in the audience, please share the love where you are able to. Where is my list of people who I'm talking about? Nudge, of course, was the performance after that. And Nudge is a close friend of Stratus Nova, who most of my community knows. Nudge is just an enjoyable, chill chat to hang out in, doing a variety of stuff. And of course, if you want to see her and Stratus play during Sidekick Sundays together, if you are up at that time of day, one of the lovely things, talking about the Australians, Nudge being a Swede, having a variety of time zones in here is, I think it's so nice to have other people to know to raid and to have available to raid, because it's difficult, I think, for all of us to find a good variety of people to raid, so that we're always raiding somebody different, so that we're always spreading that love somewhere new, somewhere exciting. And that's why I've really enjoyed broadening out. I don't think there was anyone outside of there was just US and Canada, I think, in our last karaoke night, and now we've been expanding international. And that is something very, very exciting. Okay, we're gonna try this pronunciation one more time. I think it's Maquinita? 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 I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce Spanish. I studied Japanese, and I can sometimes pronounce Japanese correctly. But Maquinita is someone that Bueno referred into this, and ended up being, again, like, this is another case where I'm getting recommended by other people to include certain people, and that is super, super helpful. Because if I'm just a guy who reaches out to people, they don't know me, but if you are an active viewer in their channel, if you're perhaps a mod in their channel, if you've done activities and events with them, they're going to listen to you more than they're going to listen to me, and then it makes all of this process so much easier for me. We have, I was about to skip Bed in Space. I apologize. My Bed in Space, of course, I want to persuade Bed to stream more. Bed made some awesome chibi characters back in the day. I would love to see Bed get back into doing art. He is out of practice, but we all want to encourage Bed to do more with that. A good friend of mine since sophomore year of high school. Tons of good things that I don't have the time to say about him right now. Someone redeem a shout out for that later, after this event, because I still need to get through this list. Please. Thank you. Retro Rocha is the next person who had performed. Retro Rocha was the best random raid I've ever done. It was crazy for me to drop into a random person streaming Donkey Kong Country 2, and to have Transformers the movie, which I think it was from 1986, get brought up almost immediately, and then it was just like an hour of quotes from that movie. I watched it far too many times as a kid. If I watched that again today, I could still do every single quote in that movie. You guys might remember from Fashion Night, I had that Transformers G1 shirt. There's a reason for that. I'm not a huge Transformers fan, but I know it. I'm familiar. I've got the information. We had Emmy Kong, who was another awesome person to stumble across. Emmy Kong playing some of those retro games, focusing primarily on action platformers. Someone who enjoys Donkey Kong more than I do, which apparently that is possible. I did not know it. Please check her out at some point. Please check all these people out at some point. Please, as I've been saying this entire time, reach out to at least 3 of these people, drop into their stream, drop into their chat, and be like, hey, I saw your performance on Sparkbomb Karaoke night. I loved it. I love that song. I like what you're about. I want to know more. Something like that. Frasley S. recommended by Caponis, and was another person who I just reached out to, not knowing anything about them. And Frasley was just like, here, you need this within 24 hours. Done. There were a couple of people who delivered some last-minute performances on super short notice, and I want to give them a huge thank you, because I know how difficult short notice can be. I stress out not having all these performances in like a few days ahead of time, so I'm trying to get this play order in a good assortment, a good order, all of that stuff. We had Godlight Goose, another person who Cypress was just like, you need to reach out to Godlight Goose, and I'm like, I don't even know this person. And Godlike Goose was like, yeah, let's make it happen. Too many positive things to say about so many of the performers here. I don't have the time. I am trying to wrap this up. This has actually managed to go longer than I expected, which is a lovely, wonderful thing. And of course, I'll go ahead and I'll give one final shout out to Bueno Bueno, although Bueno Bueno is not officially part of tonight's lineup. Focus on all of the other people first. It looks like I missed some stuff going on somewhere in the events. I apparently hit 200 followers sometime point today, so I thank all of you lovely people for that, for being involved with that. Bueno Bueno once again is an example of I don't mind if half the lineup is filled with pre-affiliates or recent affiliates or smaller streamers. I just care that you have a good personality, you are a fun person to hang out with on your stream, and all of that stuff. Several others from our first karaoke night also hit affiliate during that time. I forget the exact timetable on each individual person, but it's game, you are allowed to be jealous of the 200 followers, yes. So once again, in order to make tonight a true success, I need each and every one of you to reach out to at least 3 of these people, drop by their stream, follow them, say hi to them, mention karaoke night, and encourage, if you want to be a little bit selfish on my behalf, encourage them to refer someone else to be a part of this show, a part of this experience. Our next karaoke night will be on October 10th, Saturday, October 10th. I would appreciate as many performances getting in by Thursday, October 8th as possible. Sooner is better. If I know that we have a good, strong lineup initially, I can make it happen sooner. If we had too big of a lineup, I could go ahead and schedule an additional night for October 17th and get an episode 4 planned, where right now, I don't know what the future is after episode 3. I don't know who's going to be a part of episode 3. This is all part of an attempt to create something good and positive here on Twitch, help all of you discover each other, and that sort of wonderful thing. And that about covers it, I think. I hope that is everything. Show some love to the wonderful performers tonight. We are going to, I think, raid someone. I'm about to figure out who that is going to be in a moment. I'm busy looking through my list and trying to decide here how we're going to do this. I'm going to glance really quick at the random. That's going to make noise. Nope. Twitch, why do you autoplay everything? I'm going to glance through the random Donkey Kong Country streamers just to see. I figure why not raid somebody randomly if there's somebody who looks like a good opportunity. Maquinita, thank you. You are the one who rocks. I just wish you had recorded that in full camera so we could have seen you just going to town on the drums the entire time. I can't do it justice here. I don't have my crappy drumsticks from Guitar Hero with me right now to even try or begin or hope. We are going to drop in on, I'm busy glancing at possible streamers. We're going to go and show the love to somebody who is not expecting it, I think, is my goal right now. And so I'm just glancing through who is streaming Donkey Kong Country right now. I want to go and do something good and positive. Let's specifically looking for a pre-affiliate, if we can find one. Let's busy working about getting here, guys. I'm checking through a bunch of different people, seeing who's on right now, seeing where the best place that we can go is. It's not always easy to figure this out. It's one of the reasons why I'm glad to be doing some of this stuff for each and every one of you. I can close that tab. Let's see. Who do we got here? Who do we have? I have one possible candidate. I am just checking because I trust that inner gut instinct of who I should follow in the same way that I trust all of you to know who it is you personally need to reach out to from tonight's performances to make tonight the best that it can be. We, of course, want somebody who is on camera, who is showing their lovely face. I think we have found the person we are going to choose. It is going to be Taco the creator, who I know nothing about. I just know this person is streaming with 10 followers and has the title Stop Monkeying Around, come chat with me. We are going to drop in on them. We are going to show the love. if you have the Sparkbomb logo emote from Neveros's channel, oop, I need to make sure I'm not copying the full URL, just the name. Post the Sparkbomb logo emote. If you don't, then please include the Rift hype emote. And we're just going to see what happens. We're going to hope, we're going to drop in, we're going to help push Taco the Creator further down their path, and let's go. Have a good night. I will see you all on Monday.
Shit, what the fuck? Oh no, I saw